So I recently did a video about hairstylists charging $550 for lace frontal installs and all this, that, and the third. And nice hairstylist commented in my comments and said, if you broke, just say that. Bitch, duh! I would have never made the video if I wasn't. Come on now, that's the whole point of the video. And I want you to understand something. Most people are. People get on the internet and lie every day. They lie every fucking day. Your friend you see on Facebook flaunt her Louis Vuitton, bitch, that's Louis Vuitton. You hear me? Her coach is a catch. That ain't a Birkin, it's lurking. You understand? Stop playing with me. I'm broke, poor, struggling. And even if I had money, Monsetto, I'm pretty sure I'll be way better at budgeting and not trying to stunt in front of you motherfuckers. Now, hey, if I got rich, there will be signs. There will be signs. Like there will be some moisturizer in this room. Oh yeah, there will be signs. But as for now, I'm poor. Okay? That's it. That's all. Bye.
Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are doing absolutely amazing. And if by a small chance you're not, I hope that everything is better. Look, y'all, for real, how are we doing? Are we good? Like, are we good? Let's just take a minute to like just because there's so much going on. But hopefully this video will bring you a little bit of laughter, a little something, just kind of break up whatever's going on in your day. But yeah, guys, I'm good. Like I said, I hope you guys are good. If not, you know, we always send good vibes your way, sending good vibes, sending good vibes, sending good vibes, sending good vibes, right? Okay. All right, y'all. Y'all already know what's going on in this world. Y'all know that the economy ain't been right for a very, very long time. And with the economy being, you know, a little jacked up, it's crazy that the prices still have not, especially with beauty services. And now, yes, we know tariffs and all the things have caused inflation, and it's caused the people to charge a little bit more for the things. However, look, let's be real. We know that people's budgets are not doing what they're supposed to be doing. We know that people don't have a lot of excess cash on hand to go get services done. So if somebody's getting a service done, they really need this service done, or they really could not do this service. And with that being said, I understand that, you know, the stylists, the nail techs, everybody are going through a thing, because I'm a nail tech too. However, I've had my stuff for a while. I've had my stuff for a while. I replenish as needed. So I really haven't been hit with the high cost of anything unless I'm going to go get something that is very specific and I need it now. Otherwise, has my prices changed? Have my prices changed? No, not really. My prices haven't changed. And like I said, you know, I keep with my clientele. My clientele is very, very small and very, very limited, especially at this time because I've been busy. But what I have noticed is that everybody else's prices have gone up. And while I can't tell nobody how to do their pricing, I just need y'all to read the room. I mean, I know y'all been to the grocery store. Ain't nobody in the grocery store. People put $5 worth of gas in the car. You know what I mean? It's just we out here stretching to the very limits, you know, at this time with everything going on. So if somebody's coming to you for a service, they absolutely must have needed it. At this point, you know, I always say that we provide a convenience, not a luxury. But right now, it's a luxury. It's absolutely a luxury. And to be overcharging people at this point in time is a crime. It really is. We need to really think about, you know, what we're doing, how we're doing it. Like I said, everybody got to eat. Everybody got something going on. And right now, we have people that are typically on their regular 9 to 5s. They don't have that no more. So they have resorted to doing side hustles like braiding hair and, you know, doing all the things. But yeah, it's ridiculous, because I went to the hair supply store not that long ago, a couple evenings ago. I went to the hair supply store and it wasn't nobody in there. It wasn't nobody in there. When I tell you, I looked at the price of jam, and if y'all don't know what jam is like a hair gel that we used to use back in the day before edge control was out. But jam was something that, you know, it was cheap to me. I thought it was like $1.99 for the little one. I use the little one with the green cover. Why is that not $5.99? If you can find it, why is it $5.99? And you know, just it made me. I was already mad because when I got into the hair store, the young lady told me I needed to let her hold my bag, and I was like, "What I'm not gonna do, Jackie, is give you my bag. I'm not gonna give you my bag because I don't trust you. Now I don't like you because you asked me for my bag." It's like, really? People, y'all out here still to the point where the lady is telling me she need to hold my bag. I asked her what her hair is. I was like, ma'am, I'm looking for the braiding hair for my daughter. Da, 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 da. She's like, yeah, I'm gonna need to hold your bag. She didn't even tell me what. Anyway, we want to talk about that. The prices are ridiculous. No more is there the 99-cent synthetic hair I used to buy. Not that I've been buying it recently, but no more is that the thing. So, okay, the prices of the things have gone up. Yes, our prices may need to increase in order for us to, make a profit, pay our bills, and all that stuff as nail techs and such. But we have to be mindful of what's going on. We really do. And it's funny because when the economy sucks like it does, typically with us, with at least I'm gonna just tell you what we do. When it comes to services, we actually provide the services at a lower cost, or we provide them for free for people that can't afford it, because your haircut is not something you have to have. You just don't have to. So we don't charge people extra for other stuff. We make sure that we spread out the prices to make it make sense. So when things like this happen, we are a benefit to the community. Not only that, we're a benefit to ourselves. We're not shortchanging ourselves, because rent still got to get paid. The rent man don't care nothing about that. The rent man don't care nothing about that. But all that to say, we're going to look at some creators that are talking about, just that, like, why are the prices so much? And they haven't leveled out. They're just getting higher. They're going to continue to get higher. But I'm going to tell you right now, nail techs, hairstylists, makeup artists, I will never tell you how to price, but I will tell you that if you price yourself out of the game, you will be definitely priced out of the game. And people will not come to you, because they'll remember when they needed something, or when they depended on the fact that your price was this price and now you have raised it. They remember that. They remember that, and they hold that against you. So just be careful. You know what I mean? We still have to pay our bills. Things have gotten expensive. We still have to do all the things. However, do not overcharge when people need you, right? Make sure that you're leveling out your prices so they make sense. So when people do need you, you're able to provide them a service at a price that they can afford and that you can live with, right? I know they say charge for your worth and all that stuff, but these girls out here watching YouTube, TikToks, Instagrams, people like me, we would tell them all the stuff. We would tell them all the secrets just because it's not fair. You know what I mean? I don't lose any clients because I tell people all the little secrets and stuff. I don't lose anybody because my clientele is my clientele. I provide a service that either they can't or they won't provide for themselves. So me overcharging them is no benefit to me. But anyway, let's get to some videos, y'all. Look, I started to get deep, y'all. Let's get to some videos, y'all.
I'm finna send a deposit for the style. But I want to get y'all opinion first to see if y'all rolling with me, to see if we in agreement, right? 4 bundle sewing. Okay, I already have 3 bundles. I want to buy another bundle from her. It's going to be a blonde bundle, and she going to tone it for me, right? 1 bundle, 24 inches, 613, $200 for the 1 bundle. Then to tone the bundle is extra $20. So that's just for the hair. So we already at $220 just for the hair. Okay. The sewing itself is $200. Okay. $200.
What?
However, to sew in an extra bundle is an extra $25. Roll with me. Okay. And then for the style that I want to do the little beach waves with the straight ends. That's real cute, real cute. That's okay. It's going to be an extra $15 to $20. I do believe $15 to $20. Okay. So if I'm doing my math correctly, that's 200 plus 200, which is $400. Plus $20 for the tone, plus $25 for the extra bundle. I'm at $445 plus $15 for the styling at the end. That's $460. So that's gonna be $460 for a 4 bundle sewing with a little peekaboo color and some beach waves and straight ends. Are we on the same page? Should I go ahead and send my deposit, or do I need to just keep my money in my pocket? Let me know.
First of all, thank you for your service, and happy belated Veterans Day to all the veterans out there. Thank you for your service. And to anybody that wants to wish me a happy Veterans Day, thank you for your support. Anywho, really? $500 for a sewing? It's $500. Yeah, $460 is $500. I don't care how y'all slice it. sew-ins now. It's been a long time since I've had a sew-in, clearly, but my mom, she's the most recent person that I can think of that's had a sew-in. And the last time she had a sew-in, it was maybe $125, and she supplied her own hair. Now, I don't know nothing about bundles. I don't remember what a bundle is, if I'm being honest, but I don't recall her ever paying half of her mortgage or a car payment for a hair. I can't even talk because what? I don't recall that. I do recall her maybe coming out of pocket at maybe 200 and something dollars. And of course, she had the hair from before, so she bought it or she reused it. I don't know how that go now because y'all don't want to reuse people hair. But anywho, but sew-ins don't last that long, or am I confused? How long does a sew-in last? Because I'm gonna need it to make sense. At this point, I'm gonna need it to be at least $100 to $75 per month for my usage cost per wear to make sense. What? What? I'm trying. Tell me how much a sew-in costs. Tell me, because now they charging $250 for quick week, so I could be wrong. But yeah, no, and no.
Why do hairstylists be charging an extra $30 to $50 to curl or style some hair?
And they do.
Like, ain't you supposed to style the hair in the first place? Ain't that what I already paid you, what, $200-$300 to do? I don't get it. So what, I'm just paying you to sew the shit down?
Basically.
Like, this is your work on my head. So you telling me if I don't pay you the extra $30, $40, $50, I gotta walk up out of here like this? And I done already paid your ass $200 to $300? What the fuck I pay you that for?
Girl, the other girl paid $500.
That shit don't make sense. I already don't get my hair done. I don't like getting my hair done. I get my hair done probably 2-3 times a year. I wear my real hair most of the time, and y'all hairstylists don't make it no better because it's always something with y'all prices and policies that don't make no sense at all.
I just got my nails done and I need to vent because I'm just so over it. I think most of us are over it, but I was like holding off, but now I think I've reached my point of over it with the nail salons. Got my hard gel with my fall colors. I know we're still in July. Let me just live my life with my fall colors, please. That's not the problem. My nails came out beautiful, did cherry mocha. The problem is the fact that I got my gel color on my toes changed. Obviously, it's a polish change. So we took off the white and went with the cherry mocha. Why am I being upcharged to take off the old gel? Like, that's so ridiculous to me. I don't even care how you guys try to justify it, if anybody comes in my comments trying to justify it. But if I'm getting gel polish on my toes, you obviously have to remove what was on there. Like, even if this was regular nail polish, you still have to take off the old nail polish to put the new nail polish on. So the fact that, like, they charge to take off the old gel, like, putting gel polish on your toes is already so expensive because they know we're going to do it. They know we want our polish to last. So they know we're going to choose gel. But then to like we're already accepting being overcharged for gel polish. But then to charge on top of that just to take off the old polish is diabolical. I don't know. Like, I've never really asked to break it down, the price. But today it just seemed higher than normal. And I'm like, you know what? Are they just like making up the price on the spot? So I asked her, I said, can you break down the price, please? Like, what made it this amount? And she told me, and I was just like, so now gel polish is on your toes is $40. And she's like, oh, well, we charge to take off the old polish. Like, this isn't even with a pedicure. This is just a polish change on my toes. Oh, well, we charge to take off the old gel. What? So I think what I'm going to have to do is literally just start doing my toes at home. Like, I love the convenience of having gel last as long as it does. But now I'm doing it in spite of the fact that people think that they can just make up prices on the spot because what? Because you have to take off some polish to put new polish. I'm so mad.
I am so annoyed. So I go to get my nails done today, and you got to be careful about these nail shops. They are literally undercover adding in these like secret little prices on you that are absolutely ridiculous. Again, I go to get my nails done. They're not long. You can see for yourself. They are barely past my finger. Barely. I go get my nails done. I ask up front. I call because my regular shop isn't open for 4th of July, rightfully so. You need your vacation too. But today I just happen to have the only time to do my nails. So I go to a new place. I ask up front, how much is it for a fill with gel? $50. Fine. A little more than what I'm used to paying at my other nail tech. Whatever. It's fine. I said, okay, that is with the fill and the gel, correct? She says, yes. Fine. I go to the actual checkout, $57. And I'm like, why is it $57? I don't understand. I clearly called ahead of time and I asked for for a fill with just gel. There's no design. It's one single color. What are you charging me $7 for? Oh, because you got a coffin shape. What? Oh, I got a coffin shape. Then she says, oh, and we charge you to file them. You gotta file them anyway. What in the hell? Y'all need to watch out, because now what you gonna charge me to sit down in the seat? What the
So what is wrong with these barbers charging so much for a line? My son just told me his back to school line is going to cost $50. He has dreads, and that is almost more than the hairstyle is costing. What is the world coming to?
Now, I don't know too much about, haircutting and what they're called, but I know that a line should not cost $50 on the hair. The haircut costs $50. But back to this young lady with the gel polish and the other one with the coffin shape. Let's be real, nail techs. Let's be so for real. And listen, clients, cover your ears. Why are we charging for gel polish? It's easier on us. I do not charge extra for gel polish because that's all I got. Because I'm not about to sit here and do your nails for you to smudge them and put layers and layers. And I ain't doing that. So I only use gel polish, or I use, colored acrylic. So why are we charging extra for gel polish still in this day and age? Just go ahead and put it in your price. Just sneak it in there. Sneak it in there. And that's if you have to sneak it in there, because more than likely it's better. Y'all don't know nothing about having to have a client sit under the nail dryer for almost an hour, then they still smudge the nail, then you got to take the nail polish off, or they have to go outside and then they start to fog. Y'all don't know nothing about that. So that's why y'all charging the people. I will gladly give you $5 if you choose to stick with my gel polish, because the amount of, and then the shaping of the nails, I promise you, more than likely it is not I'm not going to say, more likely it is a chop shop. It's a chop shop. It's a chop shop that's doing. I don't like to call them chop shops. It's not your at-home nail techs. It's not your private nail techs that's going to charge you. Well, if they do, you need to find a new one. But more likely it's not them that's going to charge you for those extra little one-off things, because like I've told you in the past, you see my nails ain't done because I don't have time to do them. However, because I like to get my nails done, I would go and have somebody else do them. And I was going to a salon to do my little eyebrows, and I ain't been there. So, we had the video about my eyebrows. But anyway, we talk about it. The whole point is they will nickel and dime you. I've gone and forget what the signs say, because I will go there and it says the fill is $35 and I'm out of there with like $135 out of my pocket, and I don't understand why. And I'm so embarrassed I don't even want to ask, because people are in the mentality, if you ain't have it, you should have came. But when you break it down, and they can't even fully break it down to you to a point where it makes sense. They just charge you based on, I think in my mind that they charge you based on what you look like, or what you paid in the past because they remember you, or how the light bill looking today, because I don't understand it. It has never made sense to me. Give me my price. If I see it on the board, that's what it is. Now you tell me, and then they be trying to tell you that you want gel polish. Of course I want gel. I want gel polish. I want gel polish. It's gonna be $10 extra. Then I don't want gel polish. Then they'll charge you to put polish on because now you don't want gel polish. So now they're just charging you for stupid stuff at this point, because they have a quota that they're trying to meet. In my opinion, I don't know. This is just what I have come to believe, because as a nail tech, it doesn't make sense to me. Coffin shape, please give me a coffin shape, because the stilettos, I love them, but I hate them at the same time. So a coffin shape is my specialty. So coffin shape all day. I give you $5 to get a coffin shape. I won't, but you know what I'm talking about. So I don't understand it, and it doesn't make sense. So certain things like that, really, if you go into a salon and they're nickel and diming you for certain things, like, to shape your nails and to take off the polish off your toes when you have to. Now, granted, gel polish, sometimes you have to drill, well, most times you have to drill it off unless you're going to soak it off. So it does take a little bit more time, but that's a part of the polish change. And so is filing. Don't let them just listen. They're supposed to buff you out, file you, and polish, because it's called a polish change. It does cost more because it takes a little bit more. It's not just so simple to change and polish. However, do not let nobody charge you $40 for a polish change. Ask them how much it is going to be ahead of time. And if they're charging you to take off your polish $10 or something like that, honey, take it off at home. Get you a little $5 drill from Amazon and take that thing off yourself and buff it out yourself. I just want you to polish on. That's all I want you to do. That's it. That's my advice to you.
These stylists are out of control. They are out of control. I just got into a back and forth, a very heated argument with a stylist, and I know I'm not wrong. I know that I am not wrong, okay, y'all? So get this. So I have been going to the same braider for 2 years, okay? 2 years, switched shops with her and everything. Now, we were never on like a first name basis. Like, she is very much, I'm gonna do your hair, take the pictures, and then you can go. Like, she doesn't ask how you are. She doesn't make any small talk. She just does your hair, and that's pretty much it. Mind you, she used to be in a barbershop, and the barbershop used to be thick all the freaking time, and it would be so embarrassing to go in there and get your hair done. So I was so happy when she got her own, suite or whatever. So anyways, I stopped going to her because I went back to Jacksonville for a little bit, and then I came back. But during that time, I met a girl on TikTok who commented on one of my videos, and we had a good little kiki, and she told me that she does hair. So I'm like, you know what, since this girl is supporting my TikTok, this is how I make money, I'm going to go support her business, and I'm going to go get my hair done by her. And I don't feel bad, because me and the other lady, she literally is just a hairstylist. I went to her for 2 years, and I don't even think if she seen me out in public, she would not recognize me. Like, she would not know who I was. But the girl who I started going to, if I seen her out in public, I'd be like, hey girl, and she would probably do the same, right? Now, the first lady, you have to text to book. The second girl, she has a booking site or whatever. But I know that she has a job too. So I go to her page and her booking site is gone. So I'm like, ooh, she must be taking some time off to just work her job, I guess. So let me just text the other lady. So this other lady, she used to be booked well in advance. You would have to text her like a week in advance, and because she only did text, she would be doing hair and she would take a while to get back to you. So I texted her, she got back to me quick. I was like, I could do your hair tomorrow at 7 a.m. in the morning. I was like, well, duh, a.m. in the morning. I know, child. So anyways, I was like, okay, cool. I sent my deposit, and I was like, can you let me know what my balance would be, because I know that she likes cash, right? Now, mind you, the text thread is still there, so I can see what I used to pay her, right? So she sends me that the cost is going to be $350, plus she only supplies the braiding hair. She doesn't supply the boho hair. That's new. And the boho hair that she uses is going to be an extra $80. She used to carry everything, like everything would be included. So now you're talking about $430 freaking for some braids. Kiss my ass. Kiss my ass. So now I'm just looking like, can you send me your price sheet? Because maybe I need to get something else, because I need my hair done, but I'm not paying $430 for no hairdo. I will message one of these annoying ass wig companies back in my email that's been trying to send me a free wig, and do that, and just wait until I go to Jacksonville to get my hair done, right? So in the midst of her doing that, I just happened to message the other girl who normally has a booking site, like, can you do my hair? And she says yes, she could do my hair. And then she ended up putting on her story not too long after, or maybe she had been putting on her story and I just didn't see it, because Instagram is not really my thing, that her booking site is down or something, and so to just DM her to book. Had I seen that, this would have been avoided, right? So this girl is $30 cheaper. Mind you, this happened Thursday, I believe, Thursday, right? So Thursday or Friday. So she's $200 cheaper. So I don't even give a damn about the deposit at this point, because even if you keep my deposit, it's still $170 cheaper, and I don't have to go to the hair store. I don't have to get anything, right? I don't have to get anything. I just show up. So I'm like, yes, I will be driving to West Palm to go get my hair done by this girl. So I tell the other lady, like, actually, I'm going to cancel my appointment. Thank you. I'm sorry for the inconvenience. I've given you more than enough time to rebook if you want to, and I didn't even ask you to send the deposit back. Okay? So she starts trying to call me. Then she's texting me, and she's like, why are you canceling? You already sent your deposit. Do you want to just reschedule? And then I guess because I wasn't answering the phone, she sends me, wow. Girl, I'm grown and we texting. Why do I have to talk on the phone to you? So I'm like, I'm not gonna be a dickhead. I was just like, you know, I used to go to you for a couple years back when, and your prices weren't this high, and I just can't afford that anymore, right? I can't afford your prices anymore. I did not ask her to lower her prices because your prices are your prices. You can charge whatever the hell you want to charge. I'm not going to tell you that you're charging too much. I'm just going to tell you that I can't afford it. So I tell her, like, you know, I used to go to you all the time. Your prices are too high. You know, I'm going to go with somebody else, right? And so she tells me, like, oh, well, I can give you a discount. Like, how much? Like, how much did I used to charge you, right? And she's like, can you call me? Girl, no. So I sent her a screenshot of when I used to go to her and her prices, right? And I'm like, this is how much you used to charge, right? This lady goes off. She starts going off. She's like, you know, I used to be in the barbershop. Now I have my own shop and they go up on the rent every year. I have to pay this, that, and third. Why would you think that my prices would still be the same? Prices going up, blah, blah, blah. Boo baby, I didn't ask you to lower your prices. I never asked you to lower your prices. I said I'm going to go with somebody else. Clearly, you're not booked and busy. Clearly, you're upset. Clearly, you used to be so booked that you would have to book a week in advance. Now you're arguing with me because I told you that I'm not going to pay your price. Crazy part about it is, if you actually built a relationship with your clients, you would know that I was with you at the barbershop. I was loyal to you at the barbershop, okay, with my BDBs out in front of all the. Then I moved to your new shop when it was Rinky Dink, that Rinky Dink storefront on Oakland Park or wherever the hell it is, Andrews Avenue, whatever the hell, in Fort Lauderdale. I was there with you when you first got there by appointment. The inspector came in and checked the building to make sure y'all had everything up to code in there. But you don't even know your clients. You don't even know your clients. Are you okay? On top of that, a couple years ago when you did my hair, I made a video on TikTok that went viral. People still comment on that video to this day that you're plugged in. That you're plugged in. Are you okay? Are you okay? And what bills you have is irrelevant to me. It's none of my business. I didn't ask for my deposit back. I gave you enough time to rebook that appointment. I'm not arguing with you about your price. I didn't tell you that you're charging too much. I told you that I can't afford you. Okay? So, I know I'm not wrong. I am not wrong. Y'all, I had to come back because I thought of something else. Another thing, one time I came to her shop, like, and I've never dealt with this with the new girl. Somebody else was still in here. I had to sit and wait. Okay, didn't complain. You didn't give me no discount for that. One time I came to her shop, she wasn't even there yet. She wasn't even there yet. Never dealt with that before with the new girl. But the new girl, if I'm ever inconvenienced, she will literally give you a discount. Like, if she has to reschedule you, she's late. One time she ran out of hair, she will give you a discount. Like, you lucky I even considered you.
That's right.
If the other girl couldn't do my hair, you're lucky you were even in consideration.
True. So I called my nail salon right now to ask how much it would be for a manicure for kids. Because the last time that I went, I took my daughter and my daughter wanted her nails done. And she's a kid, okay? She's like 10 years old. And I got a pedicure, and when it was time to pay, I paid $130 something. And I was like, my pedicure was $35. How much were her nails? But we were in such a rush that I literally just paid. I don't know if you guys get panicked, but I panic and I just pay. And then when I got home, I was like, what the how much were her nails? She's a kid, okay? And so I called right now because I want to go get a pedicure and she wants to get her nails done. So I was like, let me make sure I know the price because I don't want to get hit with like a random fucking price, okay? So then I was like, hey, so like how much is it for gel nails on a 10-year-old? Because I know this is a new salon that I'm going to for my pedicure, but at different salons that I've gone to before, they have a kids special. Like, they have different prices for kids, right? And like, that's just everywhere I go. And so I was like, you know, they asked me her age and I said, oh, she's 10. And they were like, oh, what does she want? And I was like, oh, she just wants like almond shaped, just gel nails, like that's it. And she goes, well, it's going to be $60 for her. And if she wants more colors or designs, it's going to be $5 extra per design. That's adult prices. That's not kid prices. Like, do they not do kid prices anymore? Also, the last time I went there, and like I said, she got her nails done there. Those nails, I'm not even kidding with you guys, they started coming off in 3 days. I've gotten my nails done at salons for years and years and years. And my nails, and I'm an adult, I have a job, they last at least a week. My daughter's nails came off in 3 days, and I paid more than $60 for those nails. So I'm like, no, I'm sorry to be that person, but I'm not gonna pay $60 for kid nails plus 5 extra on the designs. That is crazy, plus tip. That's crazy. Am I the only one? Are they now charging those prices for kids? What happened to kids having a cheaper price? Like, seriously, what happened to that? Like, what the happened to that? So anyways, I do my own nails now. I only get my pedicure at the store. Anybody know where I can get tips for kids so I could start doing her nails? So if anybody knows where I can get like the nail tips so I could start doing them, let me know, because the last time I ended up paying around 90 something for her nails, and she is a 10-year-old, and I wish I could be lying to you guys, but I'm not. I'm truly not lying. Like, I paid $135, I think, 135 or 136 for my pedicure and her nails, and I get the cheapest pedicure, which is $35. So her nails ended up being $90, and I got ripped off. I did. But please let me know where I can get this. Like, I usually get my supplies on Amazon, but I want to get the right measurements for her. Obviously her nails are like smaller, and so I don't know where to get the good ones.
Girl, if you don't go on Amazon or to the Dollar Tree and just get the pinky nails for that baby. Okay, so I'm gonna speak from my experience. First of all, I wouldn't have paid for my baby to get no gel nails. That's number one. Number two, why? Well, like, why? I mean, and look, I have kids and I've done their nails at an early age, and it's been because I've been practicing on them and things like that. So, maybe I'll put like acrylic on them just to do whatever, and use just to pop up acrylic. Gel, first of all, gel does not, I don't care what they tell y'all, gel is not better for your nails than acrylic. I don't care what they say. I don't care what they say. And do they last longer? Not always. Sometimes they don't even, they bend. Let me shut up because I prefer acrylic, so let me be quiet. However, if you don't take yourself to Dollar Tree and go get that baby some nails, go buy 10 packs of nails and use all the small sizes in it. And if you feel like she needs gel on top of it, go on Amazon and buy the gel polish and put on top of it, and put some stickers or something on it. It's really not that serious. Get some rhinestones and stick some rhinestones on there. It is not that serious to tell people how to price, because most places, I don't know where she live at, we don't have care prices. No, because guess what? It take the same amount of time, and sometimes it's a little harder because the kids are scared of the drill, or their nails are smaller and it's just harder to work on a smaller space. So no, I don't know nobody have care prices, not unless they're just doing a polish change or a gel manicure on the kids. No, they gonna charge you. They charge you for their time, and they told you what it was before you got there. So I don't know if I can feel bad for that situation, because they do sell press-ons at the Dollar Tree, and they do sell gel polish and the little UV light. As a matter of fact, they sell kits. I've done a video where they sell, well, they sent me a kit, and the kit was, I don't think it was $30 for the kit, and it came with everything in it. And if you have a 10-year-old that want to get their nails done, because they're kids, they're not going to last as long as your nails probably are, because you know how to maneuver, right? Go to Dollar Tree and get the baby some nails.
All right, we got to talk about this. I just went and got my nails done today. I needed a fill. Nothing was broken. I needed a fill. I got them cut down some because they were kind of long, and I got a pedicure. So a pedicure, a fill, cut down, obviously gel polish, because that's the only way to go these days. It's just easier because you can walk right out of this place. Y'all, they charged me $45 for my pedicure, then added $15 for gel. Then it was $30 for my fill, and they added $15 for gel. So $30 in upcharge for the gel polish. That's effing ridiculous. A whole bottle of gel polish doesn't cost $30. Like, y'all are getting ridiculous with the nails, people. I'm just not gonna have them anymore. I'm gonna take them all off, and that's it. I'll paint my own nails. I'll buy my own nail polish at home. That's it. Anybody else agree?
She got mad.
Nail salons are literally robbing you, because what do you mean I just paid $40 for a polish change? I came on Friday, I got them done, but I was flying out to Nashville, so I didn't have time to get like a design for my birthday, so I wanted a polish change and my pinky one broke off. Mind you, this was a brand new set and the pinky broke off, okay? It's barely been a week. You guys, I got the polish change, and while this is so beautiful and like thank you so much, $40 is a ridiculous price for a polish change. Like, I was there no longer than 25 minutes. I don't know, you guys. I'm frustrated. I can't believe that consumerism has gotten to this, like inflation, consumerism, whatever you want to call it. I can't even really say anything because I found out when I was leaving, and this is the only nail salon that I like to come to because my girl is here, but she was out today, so this was somebody else. So,
but that's more than a polish change. You got basically a polish change and designs on all your nails. I know it don't seem like a lot of designs, but those are considered designs and they take time. So you got more than a polish change. So let's be real. But am I mad at her? No. Because should it cost $4? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. But you have to be realistic. When you go in looking for a polish change is just a polish change. Polish change does not include designs and little things here and there. That's when you get upcharged. So I think we need to be realistic about what we're asking for. Ask ahead of time how much it's going to cost. Because maybe you needed a true polish change. A polish change is typically one solid color. Just saying. At this point, I don't know if the people being overcharged. I don't know if they're being overcharged. This video is going a whole nother way. It's going a whole nother way, so let's go.
a lot of you, especially newer cosmetologists, are on this pedestal thinking that you're like the next Paul Mitchell, charging $600 to do a shitty ass highlight and a haircut. That's not it, babe. That's not how you build a clientele. That's not how you plant seeds so that you can harvest a crop, okay? I know products are expensive. They nearly doubled in the last couple of years, so I understand having to increase. But like, I've seen a couple of posts where people are talking about they paid $500, $600, $700 to get highlights and a haircut with a blow, $60 for a blow dry. What planet are you on, dude? What are you doing? That's why you're sitting waiting on clients. Even in this terrible economy, my chair is full. My books are full for the next 4 months. Why? Because I do damn good work. I charge my worth, but I don't abuse it. Where are you going charging these prices? What are you even thinking? You're destroying our credibility in the industry. You are abusing clients, like $600 for highlights. And what planet are you even on? Charge your worth, make your money, but don't abuse it, okay?
I couldn't have said it better myself. These are the hairstylists that are always going to have clients in their chair because they know how to charge their worth and not abuse it like the rest of you.
So I just came across a video where a young lady was saying how this hairdresser is charging her $460 for a sew-in, and she's like, should I send the deposit or not? Because like, is $460 valid for a sew-in? And I'm gonna link the video so that y'all can go ahead and watch the video for yourself and make your own determination based on everything that she is getting. But I'm gonna say no.
And we saw the video.
No. These hairstylists, these nail techs, these wig installationers are out of hand, and this is exactly why I have started doing all my own services. I stopped going to the nail salon because they are trying to whack you over the head. I seen a video a long time ago where someone said these hairstylists, these new age hairstylists are trying to pay for a certain type of lifestyle. These hairstylists, they feel like they should be living like millionaires. They want a G-Wagon. They want to live in a high-rise apartment, all for slapping a wig on my head. And that's crazy to me. I pay for my own nails. I mean, I do my own nails. I do my own hair. I do everything myself because it's getting out of pocket. The only service I do not do for myself is wax my coochie. And if my waxer get out of pocket, I'll teach myself to do that too. Don't piss me off. But $460, mind you, for a 4-bundle sew-in. So there's leave out. There's no lace. She's bringing 3 of the bundles herself. So the $460 the $460 isn't even including the hair. It's only including one bundle of $613. She's charging her $200 for one bundle. For one bundle. For that you can buy a wig. For one bundle. And then she's charging her to tone it. She's charging her to curl it. Like, bitch, could you throw in anything for free? And then the crazy part is, after $460, she's gonna expect a tip. She's gonna expect a tip after that young lady paying $460 in today's economy. And I know a lot of these hairstyles will be like, oh, well, if you can't afford it, then you can't afford it. Bitch, a lot of is not gonna be able to afford it. Then we see videos of hairstylists and techs and da going back to regular 9 to 5s. Listen, I am all for charging what you feel like you are worth. But we have to be realistic. People are losing their jobs left and right. And I know a lot of people like, well, if you don't have it, then fair. If you don't have it, you don't have it. But also think about your clientele. Like the girl in the video, she's in the military. Despite what you think, we're not rich. Your clientele is regular, everyday people. And if you want people to keep coming back to you on the regular and not just when they have a special occasion, you want people that's gonna come back. Matter of fact, my little sister got a wash, blowout, and a trim the other day. And when she told me the price, I was flabbergasted. Not because it was expensive, because it was affordable. And they did a good job. She went and got a wash, a blowout, and her ends cut for $60. And I could not believe that. I was like, in Atlanta? In Georgia? Girl, where? Because the next time I go, even if I don't need it, I'm gonna go just cause. I have not gone to a salon or anything like that in a very long time because the prices are astronomical. Like, all of y'all think y'all are celebrity stylists. Y'all are styling the mailman, the lady that work at Walmart. Like, these are regular people. Like, let's be, are y'all okay? Like, the last time I went to get my toes done, she was a nail tech and she did it like inside of her house or whatever. And granted, she did a beautiful job, but $150 for a pedicure? $150 for a pedicure. I did get acrylic on my big toe. So a pedicure, 2 acrylic toes, $150. And I only got white. It was only white toes, no design. Only white toes, no design, $150. Y'all have to be stopped. And some of y'all are paying hundreds of dollars to get a wig glued on your head. Some of these, what do you call a person that only glues wigs on? They're not braiding it down. They're literally just slapping the wig on your head and maybe styling it. And some of y'all are paying $400 for someone to glue a wig that you already bought on your head. And despite what some of y'all might show the world, y'all can't afford it. I don't care what you say. I don't care. And y'all gonna say, oh, you pocket watching, that's none of your... Some of y'all cannot afford it. Not even on your birthday. So there's 1,000,001 videos of how to, and plus if you gluing a wig down, that's just not lasting more than a week, bro. It's not lasting more than a week looking good. It might last more than a week like being on your head, but it don't look good after a week. I'm being honest. Okay, so let's reel it in.
I have to agree with her on so many points because we have to remember that our clientele are not celebrities. And even if they are celebrities, for example, my clientele is a professional clientele. I do have a professional clientele and they make good money. However, I don't charge them based on what they make. I charge them based on the service that I'm providing. I don't go up on my price because they make a certain amount of money. They tip excellent. So even if I did charge them, I just feel like it would cut into whatever, you know what I mean? I almost feel like when you appreciate your clients and you give them something that is worth their while, like she said, her sister goes to somebody and the price was so good, you're gonna bring clientele in because they're like, oh my God. Now, are they undercutting? More than likely not, because let's be real. As I don't know about hairstylists, so I don't do hair, but as nail techs, we don't buy a lot of our stuff repetitively, not unless you have a special something that's happening. More than likely, we buy our stuff in bulk and use it pretty quickly, but you don't have to buy. I may buy new supplies like every month, and I go in to go get maybe some new acetone or whatever, but we buy big containers of things. So it's not something that I gotta buy all the time. And it's just me. I don't know what y'all doing out there, but I don't understand it. I don't understand why we are overcharging people that are regular everyday people based on what. I almost feel like sometimes, and I get flabbergasted when I look at flabbergasted her. I get flabbergasted when I look on, social media, and I realize that they are paying for a lifestyle that they can't necessarily afford, and they're charging their clients based on lifestyle they can't afford. So it's a cycle, right? But no, and I can't tell nail techs how to do, but we don't all have Cardi B as our client. We don't all have, these people as our client. We have regular everyday people. Now, do you hope to get to that? Yes. And if you do have Cardi B sitting in your chair and you were charging $40, are you not going to charge her more based on her celebrity status? Maybe, but are you going to charge her like to the top? Are you like, ooh, she gonna say my time charge? No, because you know what? You lose respect and credibility that way. You do, you really do. I've had all type of people sit in my chair, and it doesn't matter who you are, whether you're a college student, a high school student, or what have you, not charging you based on what I think you can afford. My price is my price. So I just need y'all to keep that in mind. This economy is crazy. And if you cannot afford to have somebody, if they can't afford to come sit in your chair and you cannot afford to not have somebody sit in your chair, you have to get a 9 to 5, maybe ain't nothing out there. Yeah, there's no jobs out there. There's no real jobs out there that's going to pay you for your lifestyle that you thought you was going to get doing nails. I'm just letting you know. And then half of y'all, not all of y'all, not you, maybe you, are not even licensed. So all the fines and the fees that come with that, just be careful. Just be careful. Be careful. Being greedy don't ever get you anywhere. So let's listen to someone that is going to kind of break down her thoughts and her ideas on, the pricing. And I could kind of see what she's saying. You know what I mean? I understand what she's saying. So let's see if we understand what she's saying together.
All right, I've had it. I am done with these hairstylists that are charging their clients too much. Not really. What I'm done with is seeing all over social media people complaining that hairstylists are overcharging. I mean, are they really? Most of the hairstylists that I know, they aren't overcharging at all. They are literally barely charging enough to keep their business doors open. They price based off of what it costs to run their business, their taxes, their education, their tools, their back bar, their utilities, things of that nature. And it's bad enough that we have to see clients saying this all over, that we're overcharging, but now we have to compete with other hairstylists that are poaching our clients and undercharging a ridiculous amount. I mean, there is no way that they can afford to do the service that they're offering for the price that they're charging. The only good thing about that is those businesses are never going to stay in business long because they're going to go under. And trust me, I get it. We do have hairstylists out there that are charging a ridiculous amount for certain services. It is just absurd, it's asinine, but those are very, very far and few between. And while we are talking about pricing, can we, for the love of everything beautiful, stop telling stylists to charge their worth? I mean, what in the heck does that even mean anyway? Yeah, sure, it sounds empowering, but honestly, it's really, really vague. Charge your worth like your worth is a price on your service menu. Pricing has to be based on data, not feelings. Like I said earlier, your business expenses, your rent, your utility, your profitability, what you need to make, what you want to earn. That is how you price services. And look, guys, clients, they do not expect you to do a service for free or to lose money. At least not the kind of clients that you want to keep. They're smart. They understand that you have to charge according to those business expenses and that you have to be profitable if you want to build a sustainable business and if you want to be able to be there for them longevity wise. I mean, we don't walk into Target and expect the cashier to personally pay for half of the crap that we're buying. Why should a hairstylist be any different? The point is not to charge more just because you can. The point is to charge and to price strategically so that your business is winning, you are winning, and your clients are winning.
Look, I couldn't have said it any better myself. That is the whole goal, I think, is to be able to sustain your business, to bring home money for your family, and to provide a service that makes sense, right? So at the end of the day, have all these people in these videos been overcharging? I can't say that. I can't say that they have, because you have to be realistic as a client too. You have to be realistic about what you're asking. Now, I don't understand the $900 hairdo highlights and all that stuff, and I don't understand a $500 sewing. I don't understand it. I really just don't. It's almost like she's gonna do one head a day and then that's it. But if that's what you do, then that's what you do. People are still coming to these people. But what happens when they don't? Remember, the lady in the beginning of the video was about the $450 hair. She was in the military, right? Okay. So I want you to keep in mind that the military is a government shutdown. Yes, they did get paid. Yes, they did get paid. But what if they didn't? A lot of your clients are going through something right now. So their hair, their nails, and all this stuff that they're doing, they may be doing it just to make themselves feel good, or it's something that they had pre-planned, or they have something going on. They don't need you. They really want you, right? They want you to do a service for them. They don't need you, because more than likely they figure it out on their own by watching YouTube. Everything is teachable, everything is learnable. So I don't think learnable, is that a word? Everything can be learned, right? So just know that, overcharging your clients is never a good look, right? Undercharging yourself is never a good look. It's so bad that if I charge a certain price, like sometimes I run a special and I will send out like a social media or whatever, and I barely get clients from that. And that's just because I'm maybe wanting to try something, or I'm, wanting new clients within that season. I don't get a lot from that because people are scared when you charge a regular price. They're like, what is this? Is she not good? And it forces you to kind of raise your price in order to get the clients in. That's a shame. But yeah, let me get off my soapbox, y'all. As always, thank you for watching. Make sure you're in the comments, liking, commenting, sharing, all the things. Until the next video, guys. Bye.